Hi, folks. I'm going to find me live here on my page. Okay. Don't see me yet. There I am. All right. Let's just do all the do. And let's see here. Let's go there, there, there. I think that's all. Okay. And then why not go? Oh, it's going to do that. Okay. All right, folks, when you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here. Tell me that you're watching. My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. And I am sorry, I was listening to some noise. I was like, where's that noise I'm hearing? Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, and the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. This is 20 minutes of painting with me because we are following the 100-hour rule. And the 100-hour rule basically states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say we'll be 95% better than ourselves than when we started, right? And so we've been working on this cute little wild flamingo. She's a little wild, but it's going in my art journal, which is right here. I said yesterday I was going to show it, and then I got off without showing it. But here is my art journal. So when you hop on, say hi. I have a bunch of scraps that are in the front of this journal. Just stuff I want to use in my journal. But here is the journal pages. I want a lot of white space because this is actually going to be a journal I write in. And so a lot of extra white space. But I want some of my art in here. We already did one piece. We did that little girl last week, and so you can follow along with that if you want to go back, and you can catch the replays on YouTube and the full one on YouTube as well, and you can follow along and catch up with us. But we paint for 20 minutes a day. Where we stop. I think today we may be done with this, although there's quite a bit I have that I want to do on here. So I don't know. We might take this. Whoops, I'm on my little scraps. I save all my little scraps because you never know when you want to collage something or something. Hey, Cindy, how are you? So when you're here, just say hi. Let me know you're here. All right. Yesterday, let me add in my camera and switch me and get started here. Whoops, let's do this one. And then yesterday we got to this point where we actually got our flamingo pretty much done. We got the eyes in, the little hairs on, the wild hair on top, feathers, not hair. And then we drew in her glasses. So let me just get us started. Turn my little timer on. I'm going to turn down. And we're going to get started. First off, I'm going to grab some white paint. And I'm going to paint in her glasses so we can just start with a fresh color there and I don't have to worry about covering. Because I'm either going to stick with the orange or I'm going to go with a different color. What color do you think I should go with? Part of me would have been like, I really wanted to go with pink, but I'm like, she's pink. So I don't think pink. So I don't know. Y'all tell me a color y'all think that she would be awesome with. I don't know. But we're just going to get it in there white. Hey, Dee. Hey, Brenda. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? You're doing good, good. Yellow or purple, maybe? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe. Purple did cross my mind. I will say purple did cross my mind there for a minute. Hadn't really thought about yellow. Yellow would be a good choice too. We're just going to get this out here. So I will be live again later today, believe it or not, 2 days in a row, or two times today in a row. I'm going to be live. I'm very excited in the Crafty Bunch. It's a grand reopening. I'm going to be live at 3 o'clock. Give me some suggestions of what you would like to see me do. Because honestly, I'm like struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. I got a couple of ideas and I can't decide which one I want to do. So I need your help. I need your help. White with bling. Oh, that's kind of a good idea. I don't know. You're excited too. I'm very excited, Cheryl. I'm very excited. And so I can't wait. I'm going to grab a little bit of green because I want to come back to these. Remember, I said I'm not a palm leaf painter. Clearly, I struggled. I was on the struggle bus. But I want to come back and I want to kind of, now that we know where our flamingo is and where all the stuff is and then what's showing, I kind of want to come back and just kind of touch up a little bit and create a little bit better palm than what I had going on. And so this is where sometimes you just leave it alone and then you just come back and you're like, I can touch that up at any point in time. So acrylic paint covers. And if it doesn't cover and you find that it's translucent, because some of them are, all you have to do is just paint white like we did here. And then you can go back with the color and it'll be fine. So I like the idea of adding a little bit of bling. I don't know that I'll have time to actually add the bling today, but we'll see. We may. We've got 30 minutes. I've got my little bling kit. I don't know where it is. Is it where I can grab it? Everything's in its box, but I don't know. Whoops, wrong. I don't know exactly where that box is. Everything is in its box, though. I do know that. So we're going to put a little yellow in here. I want to put a little white kind of right there in that center part. We're going to lighten that a little bit. This is the center. Need a little water for flow. I don't know that I'm helping this or hurting this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to play with this a little bit. We're going to put on a couple little flowers. And we're going to call it good. Remember how I had that cream color underneath? I'm going to use it as a little bit of an eraser for me. That's the beauty of that undercolor and where it really can aid you is you have a natural built-in eraser. When it comes to acrylics, that base coat that you put down, regardless of what color it is, regardless of anything, can become an instant eraser. And so anything you have on there that you're like, I really don't want that on there, you just go back to that original color once everything is dry and you erase what you don't want. And so you now have what looks like decent palm. This particular type of palm, I don't know what you call this particular type of palm. But you can come in and you can use that underlying color and it's the perfect little eraser. See how it just erased what I didn't want? Then come over here and I can do the exact same thing. Anything I want to clean up, I can just use this color. To just go in and erase. That's why you never worry about making a mistake, because there's nothing that you can't fix. See how cool that was? We fixed. We added a little more separation in there. So how was everybody's Friday? If you're here, talk to me. Tell me how your Friday, if you're painting along with me, tell me that too. Are you painting along with me? Are you planning on doing this? Flamingo, she's super cute. We've got a trick that we're going to do for her, the glass and her sunglasses. So I'm going to show you that. I'm just going to go over these again. With that white, I want to just and if I make a mistake here in doing these glasses, all I got to do is go back to that pink and erase anything I don't want. Dee is on here. She was on here. She said hello. I don't know where she is. Nice. Well, that's cool. I'm glad. The important part is that you're creating. All right, I'm going to go into some blue. Woo, I got way too much. Way too much. That dab was a big dab. And I'm going to use a lot of water. I'm going to make what's called a wash. Almost like as if you were using acrylics as watercolor. And then I'm going to come in on the lens. And I'm going to just keep building it up. I don't want to come in too heavy. But I do want it to show, whoops. Now, one thing I needed to do before that I didn't do is I needed to put a little sparkle in her eye. So I'm going to do that over here on this one, and then I'll go back and do that on that one. Guys, when you put sparkle in the eye, don't just put like one little dot. Because one little dot makes them look kind of meanish. Give them a few little sparkles. And I'm going to blow dry that. You want to paint the 3 flamingos? Oh, yes. They were fun. They're hanging up behind me over there. They're fun. I had them on my door. And then for this project, well, for the beach project, I wanted something that was more in line. So I'm going to dry this side too, because I'll put that sparkle in and then we'll go back. I just need to make sure that sparkle is good and dry. Angry bird, yes, you do. You get an angry bird if you don't. And so if you just put like a little dot, you get an angry bird. And we don't want an angry bird. We want like a cute, happy bird, right? So do I like that? I think I'm not following my rules. I think I didn't follow the rules. Let me go back and let me fix that, because I didn't follow the rules. I got cross-eyed bird now. So, rule with eyes. When you put that sparkle in, make sure you do the same angle. Don't do different angles on that sparkle. Or if you do different angles, you're going to have cross-eyed bird or cross-eyed whatever it is that eye is on. So I actually did the wrong angle, and it's easy to do. It's easier to do than you think. So you need to keep that same angle. So if you're like top left, bottom right, which is what I kind of did, and I need to stay that same angle. I actually did bottom left, top right, so I crossed them. My eyes went crossed. So that's something to remember when you put that sparkle in, is to keep that same angle. Like as soon as I set it down, I'm like, I didn't put that thing all wrong. And then when I looked at it, sure enough, my eye was crossed. So just be aware of that you will get crossed eyes if you mess that angle up. All of a sudden your eyes will go cross. And the sparkle, keep that sparkle angled the right way. In this case, we're going to kind of dull our sparkle a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and give that. We got to decide what we're doing with these glasses. We got just a few minutes. If I could lay my eyes on my kit, which I thought was right here, because I usually keep it like right in this vicinity close to me. Oh, it's up there. I see it. I see it. Again, start lightly. Make sure you add enough water that you start really light. Don't go in too dark. because you can always go over top. But if you put too much, this is one area where it's going to be really hard to erase. And so now there are several different mediums that you could use for this. I love glazing medium, and that's what I probably should have used for this, because the glazing medium gives a glossy look, and so that would have been kind of cool. And that's what I should have pulled out, is my glazing medium for this. But you know me, I get excited and I don't think until after the fact, and it's like, oh, I could have used that. Glazing medium is a product from the one I use. There's many, but the one I use and the way I do it to get this effect is the one I buy it from Michael's. I'm not sure if Hobby Lobby or Joann's carries it. It's a Deco Art product, and it's glazing medium. And it's really awesome. And in fact, I may even put some down and go over top of this for one more layer, just to get even darker sunglasses, which will give me that kind of, because this is matte, it's going to dry back matte. But you can see how all of a sudden it looks like she's got lenses on her glasses. I'm going to put down just a little bit. This is very runny, liquidy. Probably should give it a little shake. Put down a little bit. It's very liquidy, and it does exactly what the water does, except for, unlike the water breaks down properties of your paint, because it's water-based paint, right? And that's how you wash it up. The glazing medium doesn't break down the properties of your paint, but it does thin it very translucent. So it makes it very translucent, just like the water, without breaking down the properties of your paint. And I use it for all sorts of things. For like this, for whenever I want just that clear, like colored glaze to go over something, I use the glazing medium. But the thing about the glazing medium, when you want to just put a wash over something, whether you want to darken it, whether you want to lighten it, give it just a little wash. I'm going to turn that off for a minute. And I'll answer some questions as we're finishing this up. I want to finish this up so I can put it in my journal today. So it's going to give it a glossy effect when it dries. And I kind of like that. Yes, you can use it with either or. And make sure you do the same. Start with very light and build up. Because you do not want to come in with too dark and all of a sudden you can't see the eyeballs. So make sure you just do, unless you don't like your eyeballs and you want to cover your eyeballs up, and then you could do more of that mirrored look and cover them up, right? You could put mirrored sunglasses on and cover them up. And so I'm going to take some of my blue. And I'm going to take a little bit of that blue with that glazing medium. And I'm just going to stroke on a little bit of that blue onto my leaf here. One thing about paintings, and like, this has nothing to do with the actual painting. It has to do with like your like how you perceive and look at the painting. But one of the theories is that, like, color hopping, right? I don't know if it's called that. I don't know. I don't know the appropriate term for it. But basically, you want to be able, you don't want like one spot where there's a color that there's not that same color at other places. And, you know, we have some orange down here. I was going to put another little orange here, and I was going to put something in her hair, which maybe we have another 20 minutes on this. I don't know. We may end up going to Monday on this piece, or maybe I can go live over the weekend. I don't know. And doing this. And so maybe we do. Maybe we have more time, because I really don't have, I've got too much to do to get done in like a few minutes. If you have some questions, I'm happy to answer those questions. We're going to just put a little bit of just a little, not necessarily sparkle in the eye, but just like on the glass itself. Of like where some light is bouncing off of the glasses itself. And then we'll paint that in. Well, I mean, that's where you get to choose, right? So you can choose to put on some mirrored glasses and not see the eyeballs, or, you know, my eyeballs aren't perfect. And I'm really not liking those little sparkles I put on the glass, but it's okay, because I can just like go over them and kind of knock them back a little bit. Because you're like, is that a sparkle on the eye, or is that a sparkle on the glass? So I don't know. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. That's the beauty of having those under colors. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we cover that up or not. But for today, we're going to call it done. And I do think we have one more day on this. I was really thinking we were going to finish today, but 20 minutes goes by so fast. And I have my timer, so we were actually painting for 20 minutes. But here we have today. Doesn't look like I got a whole lot done, does it? Although I do like that palm a whole lot better than where I was liking it. So it's looking more and more like a palm and not so much like something I don't know what it was. And I'm kind of loving her sunglasses. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your Friday. Come back at 3 and I will be doing something with the Crafty Bunch. I don't exactly, I got like 2 different things in mind. I'm like fall or a potential Christmas piece. So y'all tell me, fall or Christmas. You can put it in the comments. I will see it. But y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you really soon. Bye.